Hi, gang. This is Dario, and I want to talk to you today about a really good study that I found online called The Rise of the Digital C-Suite, How Executives Locate and Filter Business Information. And I'll have a link to this on my blog so you can go to Forbes' website and download it. But the study was done by Forbes and in concert with Google. And this is an area that I find extremely interesting because, what I'm constantly trying to do is to stay on top of the behaviors of senior level executives so that I can tailor my marketing activities to the way that they like to consume information. So it's kind of a combination of the tactics are tied to their behaviors and the topics that I like to write about and to get in front of them. Hopefully, are topics that resonate. So when I do research, I look for two things. I look for one, the content, and two, I look for the media. Okay, so if I can get those two right and serve them up in a way that resonates with the executive, then I'll have a greater chance of them, wanting to actually read or listen to what I'm doing. And hopefully, if they do that, I can make an impression on them and build credibility and possibly get them to want to talk to me about, whatever the problem that they're trying to solve. Okay, so this is a great study. There's a lot of information out there kind of in the business to consumer space around how buyers make decisions, but there's not a whole lot in the B2B space. So I think Google and Forbes really nailed it here. And what I'm going to do is go through some of the findings of the study and try to tie them to what I think are some of the key implications for those who market high value solutions to senior level executives. So I think the first thing is that there's often an assumption that C-level executives just kind of delegate buying decisions down to interns and executive assistants, or maybe they're relatively junior level people. And to some extent, that's true. But when you think about it, senior level executives have to stay on top of developments in their world, in their industry, and have to continuously push themselves in order to stay relevant and competitive in an ever-changing world. So here you can see here, especially one of the things that Forbes did was they kind of segmented their population into under 50 and over 50. But even here you can see over 50, there's still 62% of them are going to the internet daily for some sort of business intelligence. I mean, that's a very, very high percentage. And 81% of those under 50. I'm actually surprised that 81% isn't higher, but it's still a very high number. So they're going to the internet, and as you can see here, again, this study was sponsored by Google, so I don't want to, there may be a little bit of bias here, but certainly general search engines are very, very popular. So a lot of them are just literally going to Google and typing in, keywords that they're interested in researching. More so than any other type of search activity. This is interesting here, guidance from contacts and online communities. It's kind of funny because, I spend a fair bit of time on LinkedIn. What I find is that everybody on LinkedIn is a consultant of some sort trying to sell something and not really a senior level executive looking for information. So this study was done in, I believe, September of 2009. So some of these numbers may have changed, but again, I think what's really important to know, though, is that they are searching a lot, and that they're online doing this. Okay, so they don't just delegate it; they are actually hands-on doing it themselves. So, and you can see here accessing information in different ways. So yeah, it's great to go and maybe read a blog, but we're seeing that a lot of them are viewing work-related videos online. They're viewing the web on their mobile device, which is, certainly if you think about just how, popular the iPhone has become. I mean, it's an essential tool for an executive. I use it all the time. It's how I keep my team engaged and working while I'm in meetings and on the road and all that great stuff. So it's a tremendous productivity enhancing tool and very useful. Another one here, networking in an online community. You can see that that's much more prevalent in the under 50 crowd. But so certainly, a lot of great, I think, assumptions are verified by this research, and I'll get into some more of the findings in the next video.